on the cusp of legal and not legal. I mean, what do you charge per month for something like this? If it doesn't go well,
that's not an option, Austin. How you doing, Austin? Nice to meet you, brother.
Yeah, good to meet you too, man. You just tell me a lot about what you do, so
Cool.
jump on all the talk.
Let's do it.
100%. Yeah, so I don't know what Rich told you, but I'm looking at launching a peptide brand. I had just a quick backstory. I had a buddy that's running a peptide store right now, and he's doing like $300K a month in revenue, maybe even more at this point, to be honest with you. And he's running like 120 to like 150 in some months net profit on that. And so, I mean, he's running really good numbers. And so I was going to buy his peptide store for him for $3 million.
Okay.
So we're finance it, give him a couple $100,000 down, pay him $40,000 a month for it, blah, blah, blah. We had the terms all worked out. And then he ended up just taking a cash offer, I think is what he's going to end up doing. So,
okay.
In that, I'm like, well, you know, I could probably take like 25, 30 grand and buy inventory, get a website going, and just launch it on my own. Now, the only thing that is different about what he's doing versus what I would be doing is that he started with a pretty large email list.
Okay.
From previous like supplement companies and different things that he had been doing already, and so he actually does no marketing as far as like paid ads or anything like that.
Interesting.
It's like I would say 50%. I think he was telling me that 50% or 45% or something like that of his revenue comes from influencer marketing.
Got you.
And then the rest is like basically email marketing and organic stuff. So, you know, Reese was telling me about what you do with organic, you know, organic traffic and that sort of thing. So ultimately, you know, I would like to launch this thing if it all makes sense within the next like few weeks. And I told Reese yesterday, I was like, look, man, like if this can go even, you know, half as well as, you know, what my buddy's doing with his store, I mean, this can be like pretty big. You know, like the peptide industry is massive right now. I think I read somewhere that it's expected to double in market cap over the next 5 years. It's already a $30 billion industry right now. So the next 5 years, by 2030, it's gonna be a $60 billion industry. So I think there's still a ton of room for it. If you are doing it right, like if you've got the right influencer marketing, if you've got the right offer, that sort of thing. I also think that compliance is a huge thing. So obviously that's gonna be my job, but you know, compliance is going to be massive for staying power, like actually being able to stick around and not getting shut down by the FDA. So, yeah, man, that's kind of like where I'm at. And we talked about some things yesterday. So just tell me what you, kind of what you do and what you think like the play could be, you know, that sort of stuff.
For sure. So basically what I specialize in is kind of very similar to what you were saying. I don't know how much Reese has like told you in depth, but I'll kind of go over it just a little bit so you have a clear idea of everything that I offer. I specialize in organic social media. So I edit the videos and structure the videos in a way that will actually help you reach your target audience and help the videos go viral. And then not only that, but I structure the videos in a way in which where when we do start running paid ads or any advertisements as well, the creative is really, really important. So it's like I structure the videos in a way where people are going to actually watch the entire length of the video to take an action, right? So we don't want just eyeballs, but we want to turn these eyeballs into conversions, people who actually will become a buyer, not just watch the video and then swipe away. So that's my thing, right? Is like building a personal brand as a whole, kind of like him, like he's doing influencer marketing, right? That's another form or way of marketing your product, but I kind of all encompass it together, right? We get the influencer marketing together, we do the organic social media, and we build the personal brand. So instead of relying solely on one main source of this is where I get all my revenue, you could have your UGC, so your influencer marketing going, you could have your organic media going, and then you also have your paid ads going. With all three firing the correct way, you obviously could do what he's doing or better, because right now, off of what you're telling me, a lot of what he's doing is influencer marketing. He's leveraging people who already have his audience to use their attention to get monetize his product. So we would do the exact same thing, but also not only just relying on other people to do it for us, we would also be doing it ourselves, right? So our content would be produced and edited in a way that also performs well, so that we're also garnering our own attention. I always tell people, what are the 3 most common or only pieces of content that you need to be doing when it comes to a product or service? It needs to be educational, it needs to be inspiring or motivational, or it needs to be extremely entertaining, right? So if it doesn't fall under those 3 categories, there's no reason for you to be creating content on it, because it's not going to convert. I'm not in the space of only bringing eyeballs, but also converting those eyeballs into profit. With that being said, because we're in the peptide business, it is a huge business and it requires education, right? People need to know the benefits about it, why it helps, why they need to, take these peptides and stuff like that. So that's going to be really educational focused content. But I create our organic content in a funnel in a way where it's like, once we go viral and we get these people to our profile, right, someone's not going to just become a buyer because of one video. They're going to go look at your profile and they're going to get educated on what this thing is, right, from that video that you garnered their attention. I specialize in making sure that that personal brand is built so that we convert this organic traffic into customers. A lot of the time, what people don't realize is anything that does good organically, you want to use your organic content as a battleground, right? People are always afraid to, I don't know if this video is good, should I post it? It doesn't matter organically. The good thing about social media is if it's not a good video, a lot of people are not going to see it because it's not going to get pushed out with the algorithm. So you just want to pump content out there, and if something goes viral, now Reese knows, hey, we're going to grab this video and we're going to run this as an ad because it's already proven to do well organically. Facebook, TikTok, etc., all across the board. I like to use TikTok specifically because it's the hardest app to keep someone's attention, because people just swiping. The attention span on the app is so bad. So if a video on there goes viral, you know it's a good video, right? It got someone to stop scrolling, watch the link, and take an action. So in short, that's kind of what I specialize in as a whole, is building the actual personal brand rather than just spending money and getting a result.
Yeah, one of the things, so tough part about that is that, I'm not looking to be the face of this brand by any means, because of the gray area that the business exists within.
Absolutely.
Right? Like, it's on the cusp of legal and not legal, right?
Of course.
And so, I'm going to be, it's legal. Nothing we're going to be doing is not legal. It's going to be compliant, it's going to be whatever, but it's in the gray area for sure.
For sure. My mom actually used to take these. She had cancer, so she used to do all the peptides and stuff. So I'm very aware of what it is and how it all works.
Yeah, and so for that reason, I'm going to have several layers of protection, even when it just comes to the business entity side of things. To not have myself connected to the brand.
Absolutely.
So I guess how would you go about that
without having you on camera type of thing?
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. So you could do that in many different ways. But it doesn't have you don't need the founder to be on here hey, I'm so and so and I created this, right? You could still build that emotional connection. You just got to make it relatable to them. So instead of it being hey, I created this because I went through this journey, it's going to be hey, this is why you need this, because when you go to your daily life and you're feeling sick or whatever, right? We just make it more relatable to them, but it's going to be really highly.
It's would you do something where it's a video and it's got the picture of the peptide on it with a cool background and stuff happening, and then it's an infographic?
Absolutely. Voiceover. But I'm gonna be honest, Austin, when it comes to the content and the voiceovers, I have my people in-house too that will do the voiceovers for you. I also do got people within your space and that space of yours that could actually be affiliates to actually shoot content with the product as well. So as far as your face needed to be on camera, that's not needed, especially because I know where and why we're doing it. It would just really be more voiceover content. There's 3 styles of content that we're going to test out. And then once we're testing it, we'll figure out and hone in on what works. We'll double down on it, right? So it's going to be voiceover. It's going to be talking head with our affiliates / UGC creators. And then it's going to be green screen. Those are 3 types of content that we need to test. Once we figure out which one of these is producing the best for us, that's what we'll double down on. But requiring you to get on camera, again, it doesn't have to be you. It would just be other people or voiceover.
Perfect. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, no, that works. And you've got like, so I went into ChatGPT and like I asked it for a very specific list of influencers that it could put me towards. So I've got a list of like 40 influencers, you know, that I could reach out to. Do you have like a pretty big network of influencers? Like how do you go about getting influencers? Do you use an app where influencers sign up to it and then they can just sign up to do UGC content and get a code? Like,
absolutely. So yeah, as far as the affiliate program and getting these people on like camera with your product, so we do it in 3 different ways, right? Obviously, the way I like to do it is I go on the CEO or the brand's behalf, and I'll be like, hey, my name's so and so. I am the social media manager for this brand, and I say we love your content and we would love to collaborate you. Usually, we want to offer them anywhere from 15 to 20% commission based only, unless we know for a fact that hey, this creator will bring in sales and it will be a good ROI for us just to even do a couple posts, then of course we'll pay them a retainer for whatever video they produce. The thing is, we also have micro influencers where they're not big yet, but they very well could pop, especially on TikTok. Exactly. So these are the type of people we want to keep on a commission structure until they prove themselves to become ambassadors, right? And that's kind of the way I structure the affiliate program. But as far as how we outreach, so we'll be doing it both ways. We'll do manually where I reach out via DM specifically through whatever app they're using, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, etc., and outreach to them. And then we also do have an affiliate program called Promote where we track everything. And then we have another one that's a paid version, right? And these are all options that we'll be throwing at you, whatever kind of works best for the business. But there is another app and TikTok affiliate program specifically. Once you get signed up on TikTok Shop, we could do that as well.
What do you think? I don't know if you've ever worked with a brand like this or a company like this or in this kind of niche. But I mean, like, it's hard to project. Like, there's so many factors. But I mean, I've got, like, let's assume I've got my pricing down pat. Like, it's gonna be fucking solid pricing.
Okay.
Got the offers solid. As far as like discounts, BOGOs, subscribe and save. You know, all the different. You know, me and Reese were talking about the pre-purchase offers, post-purchase offers, things like that. So, assuming the website and the product is like A1.
A1, yeah.
What do you think? What do you think run rate would be like in a let's say 3 month, 6 month, 9 month, 12-month kind of time span? Like, what do you think growth would actually look like?
For sure. So typically I like to always do 6 months. That just gives me grace period, right? To make sure that we don't rush everything so that I'm not like, oh, month 2, I got to get this result. And then you end up actually spending more money in the long run, because then when you speed up the process, you know, it doesn't get done correctly, right? So the way I like to do is I give myself at least 6 month grace period to figure out, okay, month 1, we're posting content. We're figuring out what works and what doesn't work as far as content strategy for our specific niche. Okay. Month 2, we already know, okay, this content strategy is working and we're going to double down on this type of content. Month 3, we have our affiliates now already trickling in, onboarding, reaching out, outreach. So now we're not only posting content on our behalf, but now we got an army of people posting for us for our product, right? That's month 3. Month 4, month 5, month 6, we already have a built-in machine that's running. We have our affiliates. We have Reese running on the back end with the media and the paid ads, and everything's on repeat now, but it's already built. A lot of time, the only reason why I do that is because a lot of time business owners hit month 2 or month 3 and they're like, oh, well, the machine hasn't got going yet. But on the same token, I've also had clients where, boom, they get on board month 2 and they go viral, right? It really, and I'm gonna be fully transparent with you, Austin. It really depends on what field you're in and what niche you're in. If you have a big audience pool within the health or fitness compared to something that's like a little gadget or mimic that's like not a big niche or audience, it's a lot easier to go viral in the fitness niche than it is a cooking or something, you know, like it's very different. So it really depends on what audience, but as far as the time frame, you could see results anywhere from month 2 to by month 6, we have a machine kind of running and definitely get your ROI back by month 6.
And you've done this for e-com stores?
Mainly e-com. Yeah, my field is specific. I work with a lot of the Shark Tank people, so I have like just with the Shark Tank group alone over 25 different clients just with the Shark Tank group. So e-com's more of my baby because like that's, I mean, kind of got thrown into that field. So I'm more e-com, but I also do some service-based businesses as well.
So e-com is no stranger to you.
No, not at all.
Okay. All right. So I mean, me and Reese were talking yesterday, and he was. I don't remember what you were talking about in terms of pricing, but I mean, what do you charge per month typically for something like this?
So basically, for Chris and I, this is both going to give you 8 ads plus everything Chris just talked about. It's just $4,000 a month for the both of us, and that's both of us. That's just one thing.
Okay, easy. So in my mind, that's not very much. Like that's super fair, super reasonable.
Yeah. Especially for what you're going to be getting out of it. Absolutely.
Right, 100%. So my thing is, if for example we can get this thing up to doing the same as just what my buddy's doing right now. He got to where he's at right now at $300K a month in revenue and $150K a month in net profit in 6 months.
Austin, do you know the name of his business?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. I just that's important to me, and the reason why I asked that is because we don't got to reinvent the wheel, right? Obviously, we already know what he's doing at a certain level. We're just gonna make it better. So, example, if I could go in and see what creatives he's currently running, what his UGC creators are doing, I'm just gonna be like, all right, cool. I already know how to make a video to blow up and go viral. I'm just gonna make it better. So we're gonna target the same hooks, same everything, same knowledge, and then double down not only on affiliates but also everything else that I mentioned. So that's why I was asking.
If it doesn't go well,
that's not an option, Austin. That's not an option. There's no it's not going well. I'm telling you with let me put it to you in perspective, right, Austin? So for me, it's like I don't go into it thinking ever like if this doesn't work, like no, like if we end up working together, it's because I know, hey, I believe in the product myself, and I know, hey, like we could actually get motion on this thing and make it work, right? I won't myself personally won't get into a product that I don't believe in or that I don't think I could get results for, right? So that's just so you know that on my end.
Totally fair. And you'll know this about me is I wouldn't say a pessimist, but like just very like.
Of course, as you should,
So
yeah.
like, I'm like chill. I don't get excited. I don't get
For
excited.
sure.
I'm like 7 all the time. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Well, cool. No, I like it. I like the confidence that you have about it. It sounds like you know what you're doing very well. And it sounds like you've got faith that whatever you touch is going to turn to gold. So that gives me a lot of confidence to
absolutely,
you know, take this thing, keep taking this thing further. So I think that I think I would be working with you guys either way. So whatever it comes out to, yeah, would work.
Cool. Austin, can I ask you from 6 months, like what, I mean, because I work on a 6 month tier system. So like, what would be your goal?
In 6 months, I would want to be doing at least $100,000 a month.
Okay.
Chris, what's your last name, brother?
Bustamante?
Chris Bustamante?
Yeah. Bustamante.
Cool, man. Sweet. Chat. We'll talk soon.
Pleasure to meet you, Austin. Have a good one.
Yep.
All right. I think we got to close, chat. I think we got to close, bro.